Louis Hine was a photographer born in Oshkosh, Wisconsin in 1874. He used his camera as his tool for social change. Louis Hine is most known for his photographs of child labor in the United States, which he used as a way to promote enforcement of child labor laws in the United States. This first image by Hine was taken at Rhodes Manufacturing Company in Lincolnton, North Carolina. The subject is a 10-year-old girl who worked as a spinner. Hine entitled the image "A Moment's Glimpse of the Outer World." The main subject of this image is the girl in the middle ground. The blurriness in the foreground and background helps to draw focus in on the girl. The one-point perspective is centered in the middle of the image and also draws your eye to the girl. The light from the window helps to highlight the little girl's face and also emphasizes her youth. The light on the girl's face helps to emphasize that the girl is yearning to go out into the light and enjoy whatever it is going on outside of the factory. Through these characteristics of the image, Hine creates a feeling that the girl is trapped in the factory and she wants to escape. She can only do so mentally, however, in her glimpse out the window. Soon she must get back to work. This next photograph was taken in Alberton, Kentucky. The following words are Hine's own description of the photo. Amos is 6 and Horace 4 years old. Their father, John Neal, is a renter and raises tobacco. He said, and the owner of the land confirmed it, that both these boys work day after day from sunup to sundown, worming and suckering, and that they are as steady as a grown-up. The lighting in this image is effective in camouflaging the boys and making them look as if they are part of the plants. The camouflage is created by the patches of sunlight and the shadows from the leaves. The bit of sunlight on the boy's face on the right helps to discern him from the leaves and emphasizes his youth. The light also emphasizes his expression, which seems to be too serious to be a child's. Because the boys blend with the leaves, it makes it seem as though they have been forgotten. They are not seen as children. They have no childhood. They are merely field workers. Louis Hine took this photograph in 1909 of girls working at Bibb Mill in Macon, Georgia. At first, the viewer is drawn right to the eyes of the girl in the center because of the eyes' high contrast and her intense glare. Through her expression, you can see how work has aged her and taken away her childhood. The viewer may then glance at the girls standing next to her. The other subjects are set a little behind the girl in the center and are slightly blurrier. The rule of thirds is used in this photograph because the girls' faces are positioned 1/3 of the way from the top of this image. This final image is one of Louis Hine's later images taken in 1930. It is entitled "Smoke Break Among Girders" and depicts a man taking a break from working on the construction of the Empire State Building. Hine uses high depth of field here to capture the city as well as the worker. You can see the Chrysler Building and others in the background. In the foreground, the viewer sees a repetition of lines and circles from the beams and screws that are supporting the structure. The sunlight from above helps to show definition in the worker's arm and back muscles. There is also a strong contrast between the light, detailed cityscape background and the darker middle and foreground. The worker in this photograph seems to be focused on his work. The city in the background is beautiful, but it is foggy and distant, and the worker doesn't seem to be paying attention to it at this moment. He's thinking about what he has to do next. His expression is stern and thoughtful. Overall, the image creates a mood of anticipation for when the building will be finished. Hine died in 1940 in New York. His work can be found at the National Archives in Washington, D.C.